continent on edge as US wavers, Europe arms for a war that feels inevitable. When history feels like it's knocking, Europe is no longer asking if, only when. As the specter of war looms larger over the European continent, a palpable shift has overtaken its capitals. From Berlin to Vilnius, policymakers are awakening to a reality that seemed buried with the Cold War, the possibility of direct conflict with Russia. What once felt theoretical is now being met with steel strategy and sobering urgency. At the heart of this geopolitical storm is a dramatic reorientation, not of Russia's ambition, which remain as aggressive as ever, but of America's retreating posture. Europe, it appears, is bracing for a war it may have to fight without its traditional transatlantic guarantor. That burden is already being met with unprecedented action. Germany, long hesitant to rearm due to its post-war legacy, is now embarking on a sweeping military modernization. Under Operation Deutschland, billions are being funneled into procurement, logistics, and civil defense. Hundreds of Cold War-era bunkers have been reactivated. Emergency sirens, civil shelters, and wartime communication systems are being rebuilt. In short, Germany is preparing not just to deter war, but to survive one. Meanwhile, on NATO's eastern frontier, frontline states are adopting a darker realism. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and Finland have taken the extraordinary measure of withdrawing from the Ottawa Convention, lifting the ban on anti-personnel landmines. It a controversial move, but one grounded in the grim lessons of Ukraine, where Russian minefield have blunted counterattacks and swallowed entire bridges. A surpassing fulcrum of this transformation lies not in Paris or Berlin, but in Kiev. Ukraine has become the crucible of modern warfare, where drone warfare, AI-powered targeting, and electronic jamming redefine 21st century combat. Nations like Norway and Lithuania are not just sending aid, they are absorbing strategy. Norway's $600 million drone procurement deal and Lithuania's co-investment in naval drone technology are less about altruism and more about adaptation. For the first time in decades, the innovation pipeline is flowing from east to west. All of this is undergirded by a singular anxiety, the perceived unreliability of the United States. Trump's decision to freeze military aid to Ukraine and his rhetorical disdain of NATO have shaken even the most pro-American European leaders. With Washington preoccupied by its own polarized domestic politics and shifting global priorities, Europe fears the strategic anchor of the post-WW2 order is drafting. Europe stands at the perilous inflection point, with Russia emboldened and America uncertain. This continent is forging a new security architecture, more hardened, more autonomous, and more realistic than at any point in the last 30 years.